Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to proceed on to the fourth chapter, that is reconstruction of partnership firm in the case of retirement and death of a partner. Reconstitution takes place either in the case of admission of a partner, retirement, death of a partner, change in the profit sharing ratio. On the admission of the partner, reconstitution we have already discussed in the previous chapter. So, what do you mean by retirement of a partner? Retirement means a partner's withdrawal from the business with the consent of other partners or as per the provisions of the partnership deed. Provisions of the partnership deed means it is given in the partnership deed that a partner should be retired on a specific date, or by giving notice of retirement. It's known as retirement. Change in the profit sharing ratio. The share in the profits of the retained partners is often acquired by the continuing partners in their profit sharing ratio unless it is otherwise agreed. In other words, the profit sharing ratio among the remaining partners will not change. Suppose A, B and C are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1. B retires from the firm, then A and C will share the future profits in the ratio of 3:1. If the continuing partners agree to share future profits in some other ratio, then this ratio should be taken as the ratio to share the future profits. Sometimes the continuing partners may acquire the retiring partners' share in some agreed ratio. There may be three possibilities. The continuing partners may share future profits in the same relative proportion as before. Second one is the continuing partners may share future profits in some other agreed ratio. The continuing partners may require retiring partners' share in some agreed ratio. Calculation of gaining ratio. When a partner retires, the continuing partners will stand to gain more than they were getting earlier. The gain ratio is the ratio in which the continuing partners decide to share the outgoing partners' profit. Gaining ratio is calculated when a partner dies or retires from the firm. It is called gaining ratio because the continuing partners stand to gain by acquiring the retiring partners' share in profits. Thus, the gaining ratio is the difference between the new share and the old share of the remaining partners. Gaining of the continuing partners or gaining ratio is equal to new share minus old share. Type of calculating the circumstance of calculating the gaining ratio. First is about the relative ratio between the remaining partners unchanged. When the continuing partners maintain their relative ratio, the gaining ratio and the old ratio will be the same. There is a problem. A, B and C share profits in the ratio 3:1. C retires from the firm. Calculate the gaining ratio of A and B. Old ratio of A, B and C is 3:2:1 or 3/6:2/6:1/6. New profit sharing ratio is calculated by striking out the share of the retiring partners and by finding out the denominator of the remaining partners. Thus, the new profit sharing ratio between A and B is equal to 3:2. That is, we strike out the ratio 1. So, or 3/5, 3 plus 2, that 5 is to 2/5. Then we have to calculate the gaining ratio. Gain is equal to new share minus old share. A's gain is equal to old new share is 3 by 5. Old share was 3 by 6. So 3 by 5 minus 3 by 6. When we solve it, we get the ratio as 3 by 30. Then B's gain. B's gain, new share is 2 by 5 minus old share is 2 by 6. That will be 2 by 30. So gaining ratio of A and B will be 3 by 30 is to 2 by 30. When striking off the denominator, 3 is to 2 will be the ratio. As there is no change in the relative ratio between A and B, their old ratio and the gaining ratio are the same, that is 3 is to 2. If a partner retires and the new profit sharing ratio of the continuing partners are not given, gaining ratio need not be calculated. This will be the same as the old ratio. That's all for today. Thank you.